Everybody, this is Kip Monty going over the final boss fight of Greater Howling Abyss, the ancient titan Musperosa. Alright, once again we have a boss that is easier to kite around than to try and go toe-to-toe with. So his first ability, Musperosa's Whisper, you see this shield I'm standing next to. You can pick it up and then it gives you an ability you can activate that I'm showing right there. Think back to the days of playing Legend of Zelda where you got the mirror shield and you'll kind of have the idea of how this mechanic works. He's going to cast this green trail on a couple of people in your group, and the idea is that at least one person in the group has to pick up the shield and activate it. Anybody standing around them also gets the benefit of the shield. You'll see the little symbols floating around me when I activate it. This reflects the spell he's trying to cast and turns him into stone instead of turning you into stone. So if there's two people getting it cast on him right now and both of them get the shield like right there, then he's going to turn to stone. Nobody in our group will turn to stone. If one of them's near me but one of my group members is away, that's fine. The boss is going to turn to stone. The one near me is going to be okay. The other person's going to turn to stone since they didn't get the benefits of the shield, but that doesn't matter since the boss can't run over there and hit him or do anything to him. His second ability are these glowing light balls you see him throwing around. I know they're shiny and everything, but don't go touch them. They explode, do AoE damage, so it's a standard stay out of the stupid, avoid the stupid type mechanic. Other than that, if you just kite him around the room, he's actually a pretty simple fight. Make sure somebody's popping the shield so that he's turning to stone, not your group. Also keep in mind that when he is stone, he doesn't take very much damage at all. It's greatly reduced, so use that time to reposition, recharge, things like that. Try and just let the tank be the one attacking him during that period so he can maintain his aggro. You're going to want to watch out for his tail swipe. It has a very large radius on it and it does a massive amount of damage. Most people in your group are going to get one shot by it if they get hit. Lower geared people doing this 4 gear, obviously they're not going to have a ton of health, so that tail swipe will one shot a lot of people. So stay away from being behind him. Halfway through the fight, at his 50% mark, he's going to start chaining people into him. When you run away from him, always run away in front of him. Don't ever run away behind him. So the tank's going to have to be mindful of where everybody is and not turn him so that his tail swipe hits everybody in the group. He usually does that tail swipe just after chains anyway, so as soon as you get chained in, you're running away to his front to avoid that tail swipe. He also has 2 charge-like abilities. Neither one of them is a problem because if you're kiting him around the room, you're already going to have moved by the time his charge gets to you. And I say 2 charge-like abilities because one's an actual charge. The other one is like a bunny hop that he does towards the group. It looks funny as crap seeing this giant titan hopping around towards you. It's just ridiculous. And that's pretty much it for this guy. He has some standard damaging mechanics, but nothing that you have to work around or be mindful of other than a heal here and there. If you're kiting him properly, you shouldn't be taking much damage at all. That green ability he's casting on everybody does do a little bit of damage, so you will eventually need some heals in the tank. It's actually funny, our group right here, everybody in the group is about to die except for me. And once you die on this fight, you can't run back. You can run just outside the room, but there's a doorway blocking the entrance back in. So if you die, you can just come to the outside of the room and not actually get inside. So see right there, the last member of my group died. So now it's just me. My group members have spawned and are starting to run back thinking it's a wipe, but I'm not willing to give up just yet. So like I said, you shouldn't be taking a lot of damage if you're kiting. The only real damage you're going to be taking is from that channeling ability that he has. So what you'll see me do here is I go around the room, I pick up the shield as needed, I cast it on him, turn him to stone, and I'm still able to kite him around the room. I've got one self-heal ability that I'm able to use, and that's all I need to keep myself alive. Every now and then you'll actually see me run by the door to the instance where my healer is able to cast an AoE heal through the door to kind of help top me off. But I'm able to finish the fight from, what's he at, about 40% solo. So this just kind of makes my point that this isn't a hard fight once you understand the mechanics. He may take you a little time, but as long as you're executing, you can take all day to DPS him if you need to.